Hey there, it's Waste Potential again. Some more comic views. So let's get started. Doomwar, issue 5 of 6, and once again, it's another quality issue. Before I get started on this, I just want to say, it's a real surprise, and it really made my day. Jonathan Mabry actually sent me a message. A sort of response to a video I did on the first issue, among other comics. And he's like, thanks for the review and whatnot. And that was really cool, really nice of him. I think he was like one of the 12 people to actually watch that video. But no, that was just really cool and kind. Hope no one thinks I'm going to be biased, because I've reviewed every other issue of this, and before he sort of sent me a message, and it's was positive, as I'm going to be as positive about this issue. The thing is with this, if you compare it to all the other big events and all the other stuff that's going on in Marvel, it actually makes it look better. It's all different styles of writing. Stuff like Siege, they're quite slow burns, and they're kind of a cinematic style, and sometimes, you get these cool little sort of incidences and events, but all in all, not a lot happens. In this, and each and every issue of this, so much goes on. Currently in this war between the Black Panther and Doctor Doom, it's being fought on so many different fronts. You've got the female Black Panther and her little group sort of fighting some Doctor Doom sort of androids which have vibranium sort of helping them. You've got some of the Fantastic Four fighting. You've got some characters hacking into Doctor Doom's sort of files and stuff. They're trying to get him financially as well as fighting him head on, which makes sense, which is a tactic in war. You've got T'Challa, the former Black Panther, and Reed Richards planning and working on their end. Then you've got Deadpool, which is, you'd think, it's a bit random not having Deadpool thrown into it. It's probably the most logical appearance of him in another title I've seen in a long time. Makes perfect sense in the context of the story. And also, quite cool, we've got War Machine thrown into the mix as well. Reed Richards asked him to join the battle, and there's just so much going on, but it doesn't seem cluttered, because there's this war going on. Wars are fought on many fronts, and this is a comic book battle, between sort of good guys and bad guys, that's fought in the most sort of within the context of a comic book universe, fantasy universe, in the most sort of logical and realistic manner. Now, when I say realistic, I take that with a pinch of salt. I mean realistic in the context of the world which is created. It follows the rules of the world, which obviously can't happen in this. There's a lot of pseudo-science going on. How they get Deadpool to Doctor Doom, they use this experimental room called, what's it called, the Everywhere Room, or the Never Room. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's explained. There's a lot of sort of pseudo-science, which kind of reminded me a little bit of sort of some of the stuff Grant Morrison does. And I thought that bit was a little bit long-winded, but that's probably the only negative I can say about it. And Deadpool's written really well in this. This cool page where when he does go through this, he gets all these crazy different interpretations of Deadpool. Can't see whether there's a Galactus Deadpool and a Silver Surfer Deadpool and whatnot. Because when you go through this portal, it sort of just separated molecules and opens up various alternate possibilities, and then it can come back together. I think it's all a bit crazy, you know, but it works well. And speaking of the splash page, Scott Eaton, brilliant artist, you know, just really solid, can do cool, you know, scenes which characters having a conversation, or cool action scenes with War Machine and his big guns, you know. It's a very solid issue, and one of the most important things Jonathan Mainbury has done is he writes a good Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is one of my favourite villains, and he's written very well in this. When Doctor Doom is written well, it's a real joy for me, you know, because I love that character, and sometimes he's not quite written right. But there you go, it's just a really solid package. It's getting towards the end of the series now, so if you haven't picked it up, you know, if you can, go and get the back issues. I really recommend it, and it ends on a cliffhanger, and I'm really looking forward to the last issue. I suppose the trade will be out pretty soon afterwards. I'll tell you one thing I've noticed about this, because each issue is such a solid package, it's not one of those, oh well, it'll be better in the trade, you know. Because each issue is so action-packed, you feel satisfied after reading it, but you still want to read the next issue. So, you know, there still are comics out there that do work as, as a monthly or bi-monthly, you know, coming out. It's not just like, oh, it'd be better if it was in the trade, because there are a lot of books written like that. Yeah, Doomwar, please don't overlook this. It's very, very good. I was going to do some other comics, but no, I think I'll leave this video just for this comic. Very, very good. And a few people have criticised the covers, but as I've been saying quite a lot recently, John Romita Jr., I love his work. You know, good stuff. It would have been interesting to see Eaton do some a front cover, but you know, they're still cool, a lot of fun. As I say, great issue, and a great series. Pick it up if you can. Anyway, see you later. Be back soon with some more comic reviews.